What's up, yo? Happy Monday, November 5th, 2018. I'm back at it again with some more free picks for you. And we got some good ones in the NBA. And then we also have some real good leans that I like in all the professional sports today. We got college football college basketball, I should say, right around the corner. Also, college football right around the corner. So it's going to be a monster week and a monster day. We're coming off a 4-3 weekend overall with our free picks. We had a monster Saturday, but on Sunday we went 1-2. So we're going to be back on the actual win streak here with a free pick in NBA, and then also some, like I said, leans in all the other sports. Let's get it. I'm back here in California after being in Michigan. Michigan, just give you a little taste of Michigan. It's a beautiful place in regards to the. We were on the lake. You know, my family lives close to the lake, and it was real nice. And I stayed in this the hotel that overlooked the water. It was real sick. They actually have seasons there, where you see different colors change the trees, but not here in California. It's a little different, but it was nice to be there and to get things done. So I'm back here in California and back in a comfortable spot, so I can, like I said, I'm a guy of routine. If you don't know about me, I used to play sports, and a lot of athletes are creatures of habit. And I like being in a comfortable area, familiar environment, and I think it's going to produce a lot of big wins and a hot streak. So, coming back with you with a free pick today in NBA. Let's talk about this 6-unit play. I was going to go do a 3-day free pick day, but I like my leans a lot. So, we're going to stick with the leans, and I want you guys to put 2 units in the leans and 6 units on the actual free pick, which is going to be the Clippers today. I like the Clippers here minus 5 points versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the reason why I like this game against the Minnesota Timberwolves is because Minnesota hasn't been playing great. They do get Jimmy Butler back, but they are on the road for their 3rd straight game. They have a look-ahead game also, which is going to be the Lakers on ESPN. So, we have a Clippers team that's coming off a win, is the 6th best scoring team in the NBA in regards to defensive scoring. They give up only 105.2 points per game, and they also are actually showing some signs of getting a lot of bench help. So if they're not just their first stringers, but their bench help is playing really good also. So when they win, they play really good defense. When they lose, they give up a little bit of defense. But today, we have a shaky Minnesota team that comes into town that is just chemistry is all off. And we're going to see them try to interject Jimmy Butler, who's a great player. But they have a good bench, like I said. Let me give you some guys that you probably just don't know about when it comes to the Clippers that can play. And we already know that their point guard and their shooting guard are good defensive stoppers. We got Patrick Beverly at the point guard, and we got Avery Bradley at the shooting guard today. And those guys play defense, and also they can score, but they play defense. Coming off the bench, you have Lou Williams shooting the lights out, scoring 26 2 games ago and 28 last game. So he's in a nice groove. You got Danilo Gallinari. You have Tobias Harris, who's actually the leading scorer at 21.2 points per game. So you have scoring all over the place. But I like this one dude here that's starting to play really well. His name is Boban Marjanovic. I had to look that up and try to practice that one a couple of times. Boban Marjanovic. Still messing it up. Dude, 7'2", 7'3", 290 pounds. He's starting to come on really well. So the starting squad has defense. The backup second string squad has defense, even the third string squad. So I like this Clippers team, and let's get this money today with the Clippers, y'all. I like it a lot. So that's my free pick for you today on Monday, November 5th. Leans today that I also like. Like I said, a lot of these would have been free picks. I could have chose any of these, but it's like the Clippers a little bit more at home. All right. I like also Toronto Raptors. You would tell me if you have an injured player in Mitchell for Utah, Kawhi Leonard's not playing for Toronto, but Toronto's gotten used to playing. We actually chose them a couple of days ago. They've gotten used to playing without Kawhi Leonard. But when they have Kawhi, they're a lot better team. But as he gets healthy and we see this team gel, they'll be a force in the East. But they're playing today. I like them the way they are against a Utah team that's struggling to score, that's lost 2 in a row. I also like in the NBA, the Pelicans plus 4.5. I looked at this game, and the reason why I didn't make this a free pick is because the Pelicans are still without Peyton. Peyton is a solid bench player for you. He could be starting for him, but he actually brings a lot of energy off the bench. And when he brings that energy, speed, he has a lot of speed. It's a change of pace compared to the defensive, more methodical players in their starting point guard in Drew Holiday. So without him, he's banged up. He'll be back in a few days. But I like them anyway because they get Anthony Davis back today. And so I'm willing to take a chance on the Pelicans today to do it against the OKC. Because, who's going to stop Anthony Davis? You tell me. I don't know who's going to stop Anthony Davis if he's back, second game back, against an OKC team that doesn't have any real low post presence. Adams is a good rebounder, and he can play decently. He's not bad, but is he going to stop Anthony Davis? No, I don't think so. So we're going to lean on the Pelicans. Also, I like Denver. The reason why this is more of a technical move. In stock analysis, when you're investing in the stock market, we do things on a fundamental basis and on a technical basis. And technical analysis is when we take a look at the charts. What patterns do we see? And I love that because that is what I do. And I like fundamental, but technical analysis also helps. And sometimes you can catch some patterns, and hence the reason why we went big here at Vega Tech Sports. We don't just use the fundamental, our guts, and how we feel what we see with the eye test, but we also look at the numbers and the stats. So, with that being said, I like Denver today because I see a line move that is in our favor that I like. The reason that is because Denver started off out the gate as a 1-point favorite. Then they moved early to a 2.5-point favorite. Who bets early on these games? It's going to be the sharp bettors. Not the public, the sharp bettors. The public always bets late when they get home from work. It's an afterthought. Oh, wait, Boston's playing today against Denver? Yeah, I'll choose Boston. And all of a sudden we see the line move from 2.5 all the way down to even money right now. This was going to be a free pick also. Like I said, there's a lot of games today, y'all. If y'all want to get it today, you can get it. Let's do it. I like Denver because of that line move towards the even money. All right? Boston has to travel up to Denver, and I was just there in Denver. It's hard to work out in Denver. You lose your breath even walking upstairs or walking really quickly if you just get in there for one day. The altitude is no joke. So you bring a team, Boston, who lost just recently. Yes, they're coming off a loss, and so they want to do well. But they lost just recently, and they're coming all the way up to Denver. If they were such a favorite, why aren't they favored off the bat by more, by like 3 or 4 points, or even favored? They weren't favored off the bat. It was Denver. Vegas saw Denver as the favorite here. So we're going to take Denver and that money. And last but not least, I like Houston Rockets. This is in the NBA, that is. I like the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets are getting back healthy. And I'm going to be playing the Houston Rockets a lot going forward. The reason that is because they need to play catch up. They need to catch up to Golden State, all these other hot teams that are in the West. And they've sputtered because of suspensions and injuries. Harden's coming off, I believe, a hamstring injury, but this is second game back, I believe, third game maybe, and he's going to add more firepower to that offense. So we're going to have Chris Paul back after suspension after his third game, I believe, back after suspension. So you have the ingredients to actually do well today. Even though Indiana played well, they just come off a big win on ESPN, I believe it was. They're coming off that win, so we might have a letdown in Indiana today. So I like Houston to win. I know a lot of people are jumping on Indiana, but I like Houston in this game today. And they are going to catch fire here pretty soon. I'm going to ride their ass all the way through that fire. All right? Just like we did the Dodgers, and we won a lot of money. And today we went all the way up went to the World Series. And we slept. What we did, we stopped. Because we obviously understand this. We got to take emotion out of some things. I haven't said too much about the Dodgers losing. This is actually my first time saying something about my Dodgers not performing in the World Series, but they got beat fair and square by the Boston Red Sox. But anyway, we get back on to the horse. 2 NHL picks that I like a lot, y'all. I'm sorry, 1 NHL pick a lot, 1 lean. That's all right. So NHL, I like Pittsburgh to win today. Like them, take them, put 2 units on them. I also like that's it. There's some other games that I'm going to put in a parlay. I'm going to probably put it out on Twitter. Y'all check me on Twitter. I had a nice little day the other day. I went, I believe, 3-1 in NBA the other day, last night. And I did well in NHL. So check out my Twitter page at Sports Vega Tech. And you can get some more free picks and leans and stuff that I put out there. But NHL, I like Pittsburgh. And NFL, in the NFL game today, I'm talking too fast, so I'm making this video long, but it's going to work for y'all. NFL today, I like the over in the Tennessee Cowboys game. The reason why is because, I like these games on TV when everybody's watching, just like last night. We're going to see points scored by a team. The team for Tennessee is getting healthy. I know they haven't scored too many points, and those people are jumping on the under. That just makes sense. But if it was the under, if they like the under, Vegas that is, they put this line at, say, somewhere around 39, 30, 38, and a half, 38 and a half maybe. But they put this at 40 and a half. So I like the over in this game. I think both teams would be able to score maybe 21 points at least. So take the over. Let's get this money. This is one of those days that I feel like we can go undefeated. I hope so. Every time I go into each day, I feel like that. But this one I like a lot more than normal. So let's get this money. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Spend time with your family. Let's get it.